Let's look at one of the authentication flows for an application that uses MSAL. We'll be using this exact authentication flow in the application for the upcoming exercise. So the first thing we need to do is allow the user to sign in using the Microsoft Identity Platform and Azure Active Directory. We'll need to send them off to an official Microsoft Identity user interface, allow them to sign in, and then have a redirect URL that will send them back to the application so that we can then retrieve data and display it. So that'd be step one. Now let's assume they successfully sign into the application. Now the next step will then be to get an authorization code. That'll be passed back to the application. And then the application can use that authorization code to request an access token. Once an access token is successfully returned, we get to the really critical part of our application, which is calling the Microsoft Graph API. And we're going to be passing the access token in the header, as we talked about a little bit earlier. Once that access token is passed, Microsoft Graph can then be called, and then we can get our data back in a secured manner from Microsoft Graph. Now, as mentioned in the upcoming exercise, we're going to be using this exact same flow. We're going to circle back to the application IDs we registered in Azure Active Directory. We're going to use those IDs in a JavaScript application. We'll allow the user to sign in, get an authorization code, use that to then get an access token, and then call in to get the user's profile information. So let's move on forward to our next exercise.